and then turn it over to the two of you.
Hi, everybody. Like Rainey said, I'm Kelly Parmley, and this is my colleague Angelique Bell. And we work in the education department at the Lexington Public Library. I'm the director of education, and Angelique is the adult languages and learning coordinator. I can't spit that out. So I'm going to let her go first and talk about the services that she offers, and that's a lot of our ESOL and our citizenship things. And then I'll kind of fill in some of the things afterwards, and we're just going to kind of tag team and go off the cuff and talk about some of the library services that we have. And at any time, obviously, you are welcome to ask us any questions, and we're happy to answer those the best that we can. So I'll turn it over to Angelique. And we're having audio difficulties today, so we're here in the same office. So I apologize that everybody's looking at my mess and not, so don't be distracted by my mess, please.
Nice to talk with all of you. I see a couple of people on here that I know. Hello. Okay. So I'll just so what I'm going to do is just talk about, we have English as a second language programming. We also have citizenship classes that we offer, and we have a partnership with Kentucky Refugee Ministries for our citizenship classes. And we offer those classes at both the Marksbury branch on Monday evenings and at the Northside branch on Wednesday evenings. And the classes are from 5 o'clock to 6:45 p.m. If you do have someone that would like to register for those classes, then what they could do is they could bring their green card with them to the first class meeting date, or they can contact Andy Barlow, who is the person that teaches those classes for KRM. I have contact information for him. I don't know if you want me to go ahead and give that, or just I can send that information later.
Yeah.
Yes, Rainey, you want to give that?
Yeah, if you want to share it, and then I can also include it in our newsletter too.
Do you want me to put it in the chat? Oh God. Oh God. Oh, okay. Thought I lost everybody there. Sorry, technical difficulties. I was going to try to put it in the chat. Perfect. If she says it, I can try to put it in the chat as we do. A Barlow at krmlex.org. krmlex.org, and that is Andy Barlow. Okay. Oh, sorry, Andy Barlow. We are clearly having technical issues today, and his phone number is 859-940-5635. And I'll just put that there in the chat in case anybody needs that.
Okay, so we also have several resources for adults who are wanting to either learn English or they want to improve on their English skills. So we have structured classes for English for speakers of other languages at Northside, Marksbury, and Eastside branches. With the beginning classes, it teaches the basics of English language, such as the language structure and grammar. And then with both, we also have intermediate classes at Eastside. So with both beginning and intermediate, there's also a big emphasis on vocabulary building. So the Northside classes, we have one on Sunday afternoons from 2 to 3:30, and on Thursday evenings from 5:30 to 7. At Marksbury, and if I'm going too fast, let me know.
And we can send all this information to Rainey, like all these times and dates and stuff, and send her some flyers and some information, and she can get it out to all of you if you need it.
And then at the Marksbury branch, we have classes on Monday and Wednesday mornings from 10:30 to 11:30. But that's the official time. We usually don't leave. We don't usually break up until like 11:45, but officially 10:30 to 11:30. For both of those classes, no registration is required. People can just show up and say, hey, I want to be a part of this class. For the Eastside classes, those classes are Monday through Friday, and those are part of a partnership with BCTC. And the class times and days depend on the level that you test into. But people who are interested need to register directly with BCTC. They can either call 859 246 6611,
Okay.
or they can send an email to bctc.fayette@kctcs.edu.
Okay.
Okay. And then aside from structured classes, we also offer a variety of conversation groups. And these are, I mean, they will accept people of various levels at most of these groups, but it's generally, I would definitely say you would get more out of it if you have at least a basic level of English, and then you just go there to practice. So paired with a structured class, it's a good idea after you build a certain amount of speaking ability. So we have a conversation group on Mondays at Northside. And the one at Northside, they focus a lot on American cultural topics with regard to helping build English conversation skills. And the most of the planning is for people who are advanced beginners to intermediate. And that's 5:30 to 6:30 on Mondays. There's another conversation group on Wednesdays at Marksberry. And this is this group is targeted specifically to Spanish speakers. The facilitator does moderate the group in Spanish. So if you're not a Spanish speaker, you probably wouldn't get a lot out of this. Unless you are the reverse of this, I've seen. If you're an English speaker who understands Spanish well, then you would get a lot out of it if you're trying to, improve your Spanish. So this class is 5:30 to 6:30. They tend to go a little bit over the time. And the facilitator is a native Spanish speaker for this group. There's also another group on Wednesday evenings at the same time at the East Side branch. And with this group, it is not targeted towards any particular language group. So it's open to anyone who of any, mother tongue. And 5:30 to 6:30. And with this group, they cover a wide variety of topics to help speakers of any language improve their confidence and their English speaking ability. Okay. Thursdays, we have another group at the Beaumont branch. And this is open to speakers of any language background or proficiency level. And they just discuss a wide variety of topics led by a moderator, and that's 5:30 to 6:30. And then lastly, there's a morning group that meets on Fridays at the Tates Creek branch. They do a wide variety of activities, including readings, games, and discussion of various topics, and they meet from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Okay. And then I know with, even though we have a pretty broad schedule of classes, still it may be hard for some people to make it to class for whatever reason, maybe transportation issues or childcare issues, or they may come to class but also want a supplement. So the library does offer Mango Languages, which is a language program that you can either do online on a computer or you can download the app. You just need to have a library card to access it. And the program offers English classes taught in more than 20 different languages. So, and this includes like some of the more common ones that are spoken in Lexington, like Spanish, French, I believe Haitian Creole is one of them. And then also for people who are looking to learn languages other than English, the program offers more than 70 world languages. So, and of course, all the classes are free. And we provide materials in the classes for everyone. So that's what I have for adults. And so, Kelly.
Okay, I can talk about a few more things that we have, maybe for adults and for people of all ages and especially children. I'll just kind of start with the youngest among us. We do have, for those of you, you all have obviously see school children, but they have younger siblings or, the preschool age. We do regular story times at all of our branches for babies, toddlers, and preschoolers. We divide them up into kind of 3 age groups. And so there's a story time for each of those at each one of our branches. All those times are available on our website. And like I said, I can send flyers to Rainey with all of this particular stuff on them that she can send out to you all. We can send her some digital forms. So we have the story time for that age. And then we just started a new program for that age. We just launched a couple weeks ago. It's called Kindergarten Life Skills. And it is a program for preschoolers 4 and 5 years old about social and emotional learning. It's something that they come to with their caregiver. You learn how to share, you learn how to manage your big feelings. You kind of learn to act independently in preparation for going to school. Some things that you'll need to know when you start to school and some behaviors that you'll need to kind of have down pat to start to school. So we have just launched that program a couple weeks ago. And it occurs also at all of our locations. And we kind of have a flyer about that too, that tells the times and dates for all those. And then we get into our elementary school age, and along with our preschool age, we have a variety of programs all the time. I can't even point to specific ones right now. They're on our website. There's usually something going on every day somewhere. And then our Northside and Marksbury family branches have after-school programs Monday through Friday, 3 to 5. And that's a partnership that we have with God's Pantry. So there's a snack provided at those programs in addition to some sort of enrichment activity. It might be a game one day, it might be something fun, it might be some coloring things, an art project. And then there's people there to help with homework if that's an issue as well. There's not as much homework questions as there used to be. We don't get, but we will try our best to help with that too at those 2 locations. We offer that. We have a couple homeschool groups that meet at our East Side branch. I don't think that's really relevant for you guys at this time, but we do have some groups for them. And then also we have our experiential learning spaces. And the one of particular interest to elementary, preschool through high school is our STEAM lab, our Kloiber Foundation STEAM lab downtown at the Central Library. We'll send you information, and so I can send some brochures to Rainey about that too. There's a lot of STEAM type programs that go on there. There's open STEAM play. We've got all kinds of gadgets. We just bought a big wind tunnel and waterfall wall, and there's a big Lego wall and all kinds of things, an audio booth in there that people can use. It's a great place for field trips. Encourage your coworkers to bring students on field trips there, and we'll do some fun activities with them in the space. So that's a really good space for them. We have a digital studio at our Northside branch, and it's mostly it's probably for the older set, probably teenagers and adults use the digital studio. It's a fully equipped Mac lab and a fully equipped audio booth. We've had somebody that was nominated for a Grammy record their album there in the digital studio. We have a number of podcasts that take place there, and there are also a number of classes on using some of the equipment. I know we just recently taught a Canva class for graphic design. They've taught I'm not well versed in the video editing software and various things like that, helping people convert old photos into digital formats, just any kind of things that people would want to come in and digitize can be done in our digital studio. And then at our East Side and Marksbury family branches, we have maker spaces in those places. Maker spaces are kind of an up and coming thing in public libraries across the country. And we've got a couple really good ones here in Lexington. And so they're equipped with 3D printers, as is the STEAM Lab downtown. They have a large format, big poster printer. They have a sublimation printer. I don't even know what all they have. They have a kiln that you can make jewelry out of. They have a heat press. There's all sewing machines. There's all kinds of gadgets, button makers. There's all kinds of gadgets in there, laser engravers that people can come and use. Students can come and use it for school projects. People come and use it to support their small business. They make signage and marketing materials for their business. They can make all kinds of things. And everybody is allotted $8 a month onto their library card to use in those spaces. It just renews every month, $8. And you think, well, $8 isn't much, but we charge just the price that it costs us for the materials. So just the example that I always give is I made a 24 by 36 grommeted indoor outdoor full color banner in there for $6. So if that kind of tells the level of the things that you can make, the things are very, very inexpensive. And we also every summer, and this summer it'll be expanded, we host teacher time in those spaces. And what that is teachers from our school system are invited to come in and schedule private time in those spaces, and everything that you make will be free, that you use in your classrooms. We have a grant to fund that project for teachers. So we'll be sending information out about that before the school year closes, about when those things will occur during the summer. And you can come in and make signs for your classrooms, make buttons to give away to your kids, just any number of things that teachers might want to use to help support you all. So those are some information about some of our spaces. And then on our website, Angelique talked about Mango Languages as one of our databases. We have a number of other databases. A really popular one is called BrainFuse, and it is a tutorial site. You can log on and get connected live one-on-one with tutors, and at kindergarten through college. I think 7 days a week in English and in Spanish. Those tutors are available, and you can fill out your little profile. I'm Kelly Parmley. I'm in 3rd grade. I have a science project about this, or I have a science question. I have an algebra question, whatever it is. There's a whiteboard feature on there for equations and different things like that. And the people that the BrainFuse is connected with are retired teachers. So they are, certified educators, retired or active teachers, I guess. That have a little side job. And so they are certified educators. And so you don't have to worry that people are, not being tutored by credentialed people. If older students have a paper that they have to write, there's a feature on there that they can turn in a draft of that paper, and the person will review it and kind of edit it for them and let them know some places that they need to change. There's some places to create study groups on there. Teachers can get on there and create games, like you can create crossword puzzles and word searches and various things on different topics. So there's a lot of stuff to do on that BrainFuse. It's really, really impressive software. So we have that. We also have something called LinkedIn Learning. For families, there's a lot of classes on LinkedIn Learning database that you can use. Leadership, project management. There's job hunting things. You can learn Excel. You can learn photography, videography. There's 16,000 courses on LinkedIn Learning in 7 languages. So there's courses that you can take on there. And then we also have something called EBSCO Learning database. Our EBSCO product is EBSCO Learning Express. I'm sorry, is the proper name for that. and it's kind of academic and career related software. And it has, the thing that I love about this one is it has the ACT, SAT prep on it for free. I know like a lot of those prep classes cost a lot of money. You can do practice tests through this software or this database on our website for free. It will give you one of the tests. It will time it just like it does in a regular test setting. It will score it, and it will show you what you got wrong and let you know why you missed it. And then next week you can take it again. It'll give you a whole new test again. So that's a really good benefit. So it has those and it has the GED prep, test prep on there for people that are interested in that. It has the citizenship, the TOEFL, several kind of testing things that people take. I mean, I think you can even like cosmetology or California Highway Patrol. I mean, there's like all kinds of tests that, you know, people may need to take for different careers or academic wise that they can practice on that website or on that database. So that's really exciting. Where that gets used quite a bit is a good thing for those, especially those high school students. And then just in general, we obviously have at the library, we have material. Obviously, we are physical buildings with materials. And we have about 500,000 items in our collection, and I could not even in our physical collection. And I could not even begin to tell you how many items we have in our digital collection. So we have ebooks that are available. You can download the Libby app and you can reserve ebooks, listen to audiobooks, a lot of different types of things. I could talk forever about the library, but I'll probably stop there. And we'll see if anybody has any questions. And if you do, we're happy to answer them. And if not, that's fine too. And like I said, we can send flyers and information about all the things that we talked about to Rainey, and she can get those distributed out to you guys to maybe hang in some of your spaces to let some families know about all the resources that are available for free at your public library.
I have a question. When I
Yes.
was in the role of Family Resource Center coordinator, I did a couple programs in partnership with the public library. Is that something that you all would be willing to, you know, collaborate to offer something for just my school's families, or, you know, just like a one-off kind of?
Yes, we do school visits and field trips. I mean, we can't accommodate every request that we get, but you know, with enough notice and things like that, the STEAM lab will come out to do something in a classroom. We go to a lot of family resource nights at schools to provide information about our services. So yes.
Anybody else have questions? You can put them in the chat or come off mute. So I learned a whole lot today. I was like, I'm just gonna have to, you know, I recorded it, so I'll come back and watch it again and take, because my notes, I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lee. I'm amazed.
Thank you, Lee. We're consistently amazed by the library too. We're always doing new things, and we're very fortunate to have a library system in our city that is really innovative and very customer focused, and we try to accommodate as much as we can individuals with their needs and provide a lot of good customer service, one-on-one job search assistance, resume help. You can also, I should say in all this, if you need anything, we have a program called Book a Librarian. I'll tell you about two things I forgot to tell you about. One of them is Book a Librarian, and you can do that through our website, and you can pretty much ask for help with just about anything. I need to learn how to use Excel. I need to learn how to download an ebook. I need to do some research on this, my genealogy in the Kentucky room, you know, like whatever it is, you can schedule a one-on-one with a librarian, and they'll be all yours to help you with whatever you need. We'll decide which librarian has expertise in the subject that you need, and we'll do some things with you there. And then we also have something for classrooms called Bag of Books. bucket of books. And there is a spot on our website where classroom teachers can request collections for their classrooms, basically. You can get on and fill out a little online form, and you can say, my name is Rainey Minishon, and I'm a teacher at Glendover Elementary School. I teach 5th graders, and we're talking about American history or whatever it is, Civil War, whatever it is. And we will pull, and I live close to the Beaumont branch, and I'd like to pick things up there. And our staff will pull a lot of things related to that topic for you, and they will be sitting there on our hold shelf, and all you have to do is run in and pick them up or get them from our drive-through window. And you can have those things for your classroom, and they don't have to be classroom specific. They can even just be, I teach 5th grade. I would like some books in my classroom. My kids like this, this, and this. Some of them read at a really high level, and some of them don't. Could you give us a variety of things? And we will give you a variety of things that you can pick up. And as long as there is no one waiting on those items, they automatically renew. And theoretically, you could keep them in your classroom the entire year.
Wow.
So
that's super cool. I don't think our teachers know that. Well, they might. I don't know.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know that it gets used very often. So
Yeah.
they might not know
Really
about
cool.
that. We probably need to do a better job promoting that. So.
That's really cool. In my next life, the library sounds like a really amazing place to work too.
It's a great place to work.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And
thank you.
It was so nice to meet you, Angelique and Kelly. Thank you for being here. And guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us. Bye.
Bye.